So today I am going to discuss the alimentary canal of the human being. So let's start. How can we draw the alimentary canal? Okay, the diagram, it should be neat and clean. Let's start. First of all, start with this way. This is mouth. You can do like that. This is the nasal cavity, and this one is the buccal cavity. This is esophagus, and here just a curvy stomach, J shape, and now one more curve, that is for duodenum, like this. Here the transverse colon of alimentary canal. This is transverse colon. This is one more colon, and like this. So student, this is food pipe. You can say esophagus. This is stomach. This is a small intestine part called duodenum. This is large intestine. This one transverse colon. Transverse like this. This one ascending colon. This is colon, so it's moving upward, so this is ascending, and this one is descending colon. This is rectum, and this one anus. Here compactly fitted the small intestine, which is approx 20 feet long. Okay, and you can say approx 9 meter long is total alimentary canal, and the 6 meter is small intestine. And here is a finger-like structure that is called appendix. One more thing is to be added here, that is liver. This is liver, and here this one is gallbladder, and here a leaf-like structure that is called pancreas. So this is all about how to draw the alimentary canal of the human being. Now I think it is very clear to you, and you can have a practice session at your home. Okay. Student, as we have started the topic alimentary canal of the human being, today I am going to discuss the first part, that is the foregut, means how digestion takes place in the foregut. So foregut start from the mouth. I draw the structure for you. This is nasal cavity. This is oral cavity. And this one is food pipe. So I am going to discuss about the oral cavity. You can't say this is mouth, because mouth is this lining only, the slit-like structure, that is mouth. Means you can't put anything inside the mouth. This one is the oral cavity, and this slit is the mouth. So if you are drawing like this, so this one is mouth and this one is oral cavity. Okay, so we'll start with the oral cavity. In oral cavity, first thing is what? Tongue. teeth, cheeks, and we will deal with these things, and lips. So when the food is ingested, means any organism just took the food. Okay, so ingested inside the mouth, that is oral cavity, with the help of teeth, it break down. You can't say break down, it is crushed. Appropriate word is crushed. And now with the help of tongue, the crushed food particle take the form of the bolus, and it should be wetted. So how? There is some salivary gland. Sometimes whenever you try to eat something, your mouth is watered. Actually, this is not water. This is the saliva. Saliva is the watery fluid containing salivary amylase. And what is salivary amylase? Salivary amylase is the enzyme which convert starch into sugar. So here the salivary amylase mixed with crushed food particle with the help of the tongue and small ball-like structure formed. This is called bolus. And this bolus when moved from this side to this. So from oral cavity, food in the form of bolus move inside. And here the one thing is to be very clear, that some starch is converted into sugar with the help of salivary amylase. Here salivary amylase is present, so some starch converted into sugar. Actually, I will discuss the same in the physiology of the digestion. Okay, so here the concept is to be clear that the bolus is formed and trying to reach towards the esophagus. Esophagus is nothing but the food pipe. Okay, so we discuss the next. Okay, so student, as we have discussed what happens inside the oral cavity, now we move forward. Okay, this one is the oral cavity, and I have discussed what happened actually inside the oral cavity. Means a little bit starch converted into sugar with the help of salivary amylase inside the oral cavity. Inside the oral cavity there is watery fluid that is called saliva. Saliva contain mucin, some minerals, and salivary amylase. Amylase is the enzyme which digests the starch into sugar. So a little bit digestion takes place here itself. Now food in the form of small ball-like structure, that is called bolus. This is bolus. Move ahead. When food reaches here, actually this is the transitional junction where the food pipe and windpipe are there. So this food should not be enter inside the food windpipe. Otherwise, the lungs will be collapsed. So what will prevent this? Actually, here at the junction, there is epiglottis. This is epiglottis. Epiglottis is a flap-like structure which prevent the food enter inside the windpipe and also prevent the air to enter inside the food during the time of eating. Okay, so now the epiglottis close this one, means windpipe, and the food reaches to food pipe. Food pipe is also known as esophagus. Food pipe is esophagus. Here, From here the food pipe start, that is esophagus. Before that, this one was the pharynx. So from oral cavity, where the junction was, that is pharynx. Pharynx may be from nose side, that is nasopharynx. From mouth side, that is oropharynx. And this lower one is laryngopharynx. So after pharynx, food pipe start. Food pipe, when the food is inside the food pipe, it stays here because no movement is there. Therefore, there are a particular type of movement is there, that is peristalsis. You can say peristalsis movement. These are the rhythmic movement which help food to pushing forward. So food is like this, pushing forward from here to here with the help of peristaltic. Student, now there is a gateway, that is sphincter muscle. From here the stomach started, and this one is the gate of the stomach. This is called cardiac sphincter. You can say sphincter muscle. This cardiac sphincter muscle will not allow the food to enter directly. It opens, then the food enters, otherwise not. So this is the, you can say gate, you can say door to enter the food inside the stomach. Stomach is a bag-like structure. The capacity of stomach is approx 7 liters. Stomach is divided into cardiac, fundus and body. Cardiac means towards heart. Actually, heart in biology is called cardia. So this portion is cardiac. And here is some raised structure of the stomach. Why it is dome shape? What happened inside the stomach when the food reached to stomach? What happened to the germs which comes with the food from outside? Does this gate open sometime or remain open or closed? So student, now the food, this food is entered into the stomach like this. Okay, through this valve and called sphincter muscle. Now there are certain type of process taking place inside the stomach. First of all, there are 3 things present in stomach. The first one is HCl. HCl make the medium acidic. And second one is pepsinogen. Pepsinogen is the proenzyme, or you can say that this is the inactive form of the pepsin, and HCl convert this pepsinogen into pepsin. And why pepsin required? Pepsin break down protein into peptones inside the stomach. Therefore, HCl convert the pepsinogen into pepsin, and protein breakdown takes place here. The first function of HCl is to make acidic medium, second is to change pepsinogen into pepsin, and the third is to kill germ. Because the food is coming from outside, there are a lot of germ over there, and these germ has to be killed by the action of HCl, the strongest acid ever. When digestion is not taking place inside the stomach, but HCl is there, so what happens? These lining of the stomach will be damaged. to protect these lining of stomach from damage or from the action of HCl. The stomach lining has a coating of mucus. This is mucus. Mucus protect the inner lining of stomach from the action of HCl. Now this food again crushed with the help of stomach muscle, because stomach think that the food is not completely break down or completely crushed out. The stomach doesn't believe. स्टमक को यकीन नहीं है कि दांतों ने पूरी तरीके से फूड चबा दिया होगा, इसलिए ये अपने एक्शन लेके इस फूड को और ज्यादा पतला 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 इनको कुचल के रख दे रहा है बिल्कुल, विद द हेल्प ऑफ मसल्स कंट्रैक्शन. नाउ दिस फूड सेमी डाइजेस्टेड, अभी कंप्लीट डाइजेशन नहीं हुआ, सेमी डाइजेस्टेड फूड इज कम्स आउट ऑफ द स्टमक इन स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन. This is the first part of the small intestine, and this part is called as duodenum. This C shape, duodenum. But before entering the food into the duodenum, there is a exit. निकलने का भी दरवाजा है, और इस दरवाजे को कहते हैं पाइलोरिक स्फिंक्टर. One दरवाजा was called as cardiac sphincter, क्योंकि ये side of the cardia, that is heart. One next other is pyloric sphincter. This is also a type of muscle, and exit of the food from here. This is clear. So this is all about the stomach. Stomach having three part: cardia, fundus, pyloric, and this is the raised part. ये थोड़ा सा हिस्सा ऊंचा क्यों है? जब इस फूड पर एक्शन होता है HCl का, फूड प्लस HCl, तो ढेर सारी गैसेस बनती हैं. ये सारी गैस यहां पर इकट्ठी हो जाती है. दिस प्लेस, दिस डोम शेप हैविंग द गैसेस रिलीज फ्रॉम द डाइजेशन ऑफ द फूड, एंड वेन एवर यू जस्ट प्रेस ओवर देयर, देन दीज गैसेस पास आउट. So this is all about the digestion taking place inside the oral cavity and stomach itself, and we will meet for next part of the digestion in our next video. Thank you. Have a nice day.